y'all. I think I like it. Yeah. I don't look the best today, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing today? Yes, I am at work. Hey, girl. What you been up to? How did you survive the storm? I'ma say. Y'all gotta excuse my appearance today. It is post hurricane, so you know how that goes. I had a little time, so I just decided to come on. Hey, Camilla, and talk to you guys. Which I'm not gonna lie, I started not to, um, but I decided to. So, how did y'all survive the storm? And I'm on my MacBook, so y'all like tell me if I'm delayed or anything like that. So yeah, y'all tell me if I'm delayed or anything like that, and if I am like too delayed, I guess I'll get on my actual phone. Hold on a second now. But yeah, I am at work. Just have a little time, and I just decided to talk with you guys while I was here. Hey, oh, you got a name for your I need to name my vehicle. Mine, I can't say she got a mean wash because like I have trees around my house and like that's all I could see was like pieces of the tree, like the little debris from the trees on there. So I wish I could say mine got a mean wash, but that's a cute name for your SUV girl. And you know what? I'm glad you put that down there because like I didn't know you were from Texas. So whoever comes in the chat, y'all just drop where you're from if you would like. That way everybody will be able to like, have a kind of a feeling like what you're like. Yeah, we are like our cities. So I dropped mine. I'm from Thomasville, Georgia, which y'all probably already know. D-Town Boogie. I've been to Texas before. I think I went to Houston, Texas. Me and a coworker of mine. Well, at least we were respiratory students then. We drove to Texas like 15 hours for a military graduation. It was something that I will never do again. I can tell you that. Like I will never drive again. If I do drive, I will not be a part of the driving. So do y'all have lights? Well, apparently y'all have lights if y'all are on the internet. Where did you say you were from, Camilla? I see it in there. Oh, so you've been to Athens too? Golly, Savage, you've been a couple of places. So you decided to just settle for Dallas, Texas. I actually liked Texas when I was out there. It was like the town never slept. Because I think, shoot, we were up partying like um 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, y'all gotta excuse me. I actually really need to like wash this wig of mine because it is telling on me like how old it is. So what are you guys reading right now? I am reading. What am I reading? I'm reading Educated. I think it's a memoir. I love reading memoirs. I actually have them. Hold on. So I brought. I don't want that to show. Hold on, y'all. I just really don't want. I'm gonna put y'all in a different spot because yeah, I think I feel better here. Okay. Anyway, so from the Big Apple. Anyway, so yeah, I am reading Educated by Tara Westover. Very, very interesting. Like I said, I love to read memoirs, so it just lets me know like what people are going through, and like I love reading memoirs. So I actually have a library book that I'm reading as well, The Serpent, The Serpent and the Wing of Night. And then I'm finally getting to finish this one, y'all. Yours truly by Abby Jimenez. And it is so stinking cute. Like Brianna and Jacob, like they're so cute. I love how they started like writing letters to each other, and that kind of like blossomed them out to talk to each other. I thought that was just so cute. It's like I can't put it down. How not to murder your ex. Lord have mercy. That sounds interesting. Savage, what you gotta put on your list? How not to murder your ex. Girl, you are something else. So, Savage, what are you reading? I just had a little time, y'all. So I know I won't come on later today when I get home. Because I feel like I'm so behind on my sleep because I did not get to sleep well when Hurricane Helena came through. So I know I will be getting right back in bed once I get off tonight, because I have to come back to work the next day. Girl, why you ain't picked up a book in 2 days? You haven't picked up a book yet. I need to pick up one today. You do. You ain't in a reading slump, are you? So, guys, I've been trying to do more Kindle reading than I actually have been doing. So, yours truly, I have the book here, but I'm actually reading it on my Kindle more, my Kindle Scribe. So I have a couple of events. Well, not a couple, but I have one event that I have coming up, and hopefully I can get some footage of it, or at least do some like shorts or some little, things that I can post on a reel or something like that. Uh, I have a book signing for the one book of Thomas County. Remarkable Little Creatures. I think that's the name of it. She is coming to Thomas County for a book signing on the 3rd of October. And then on the 2nd of October, we're actually going to go to the local bookstore and have like a lunch and learn. And that book is going to be the, the reason why we are actually there. So I am very excited about that. I have my ticket already, so I can personally get my book signed by the author. And this will be the very first book signing that I have ever been to. So I am very excited. But it's called One Book. And I don't know how often they do it in Thomas County, but and I can look up on the public library to see. But it's just like I don't even know if I ever mentioned it to you guys, but it's just like the whole Thomas County area reads this one book, and then that author comes to Thomas County, be able to sign, talk about her book, and things of that nature. So I don't know how often they do it, but I can always look on their website to see how often they do it. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but I actually was like a part of the book club that they have there. But I've only been once. The other time I had to work, and I enjoyed it, but I just think the people, how would I say it without trying to sound discriminating, but it just wasn't my age group of people, if I can say it that way without sounding too. Mm. But it just wasn't my age group of people, so I haven't been back yet. But I don't know. I might give it another try. Hopefully, people will actually start to come on board with it, like especially like if I promote it kind of on my vlog. But I don't know, but it just wasn't my thing. The age group, it just wasn't my thing. So but like I said, I think I am gonna try to do it again, not give up on it yet. So what I want to talk about today, Savage and Camilla? Because it looks like you guys are the only ones that's like in the chat. And I think I kind of like doing this on my MacBook because like I have the little chat over here on my side, other than like, you know, up under there on my phone. Like I can see y'all on my phone, but I can't like talk to anybody back or like say little things on the chat. But here on my MacBook, I can actually do that. So I think I kind of like it. No, it wasn't a younger, like I'm 46. It was a couple people probably my age range, but it was more of like a older age range. And I would say probably like by looking at them, probably was like 60s and 70s. I did enjoy them. They were very nice ladies, but I'm gonna say I guess I just didn't give it a chance. And then the book that we actually was reading for that book club, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Um, it was like The Man Called Ovi by Frederick Backman. If y'all looked at any of my, when y'all looked at my blogs and stuff like that, book was a DNF for me. And the book that I think it was called Like a Dinosaur. I don't know, I forgot what the author's name is, but the book just wasn't interesting for me. And then I got the book late as well. So, you know, it just wasn't my thing. And then the one that we did after that was Yellowface, and I feel like that would have been like kind of interesting for me to go to and do, but I wasn't able to attend it, so I knew I wasn't, so I didn't read the book. So I didn't get to attend that one. But with me saying that, have you read Yellowface? Savage? But with me saying that, I really do think I am gonna give it another try because other than just like reading books, they do other things besides that. Like I didn't get a chance to get into that one because like when the list came out, everybody hadn't signed up before I could. So I was like on a waiting list to go like if somebody did not show up. But it was like what was that painter's name? Bob something. He was doing like oil painting with a certain amount of people at the public library. So like I missed out on that one. So they do more things than just like the book club, like let's talk about books. So I just thought about that. So I will give them another chance because I felt like that was pretty interesting. I love to journal, and when I journal, it actually sometimes require like colored pencils, acrylic paint, and stuff like that. So um, I definitely will give them another try. I I love the author, and I'm not sure, if it's virtual or not, controversial or not, because I haven't actually read it yet. So, but it's on my TBRE to be ready this year. I want to try to start like finding different areas to do these lives on. I don't know if that will make the lives more interesting or like maybe I need to make a list of things that we need to talk about or like, books that I want to talk about that I've read just to make the lives a little bit more interesting. Is your favorite color yellow? But I don't have them with me, but yeah, I think that would be a good idea because like, the weather is changing, but it's not like it's extremely cold outside. So there's a couple of places, and it'll probably be like on a Sunday because it's not as many people there, but I don't know, either a Saturday or a Sunday, that we'll be doing these lives because there was a couple of places in my city that has like a very good background. It's a very good atmosphere, and we can like talk while we're there. But I do want to talk about two books that I've read. I think um, The Four Winds by Kristen Hannah. Y'all, I am not a historical fiction girly, but I read that book. Oh my God, girl, just go ahead on and get those books off of that Amazon cart. You can do that and pay your bills. Because us book lovers, we have to stick those in there. But I read The Four Winds by Kristen Hannah and I loved it, y'all. It was a 5-star read for me. I am not a historical fiction girly, but I have really started to enjoy that genre. It was that Four Winds book, like it was emotional for me. It was a page turner for me for it to be historical fiction. Um, it was knowledgeable. It was a great book. Being like we take this day and time now so much for granted because like like everything is so much better than it used to be in the historical fiction realm. But the struggles that they were, they went through with their children, and just living, y'all. That book was good. I really did enjoy that book. I don't know if y'all have heard of that book, Kristen Hanna, The Four Winds. And then I also read another book by her called The Women. And that book was very historical for me. It was very eye opening. Even though it was a historical fiction book, it's still very eye opening for me because, like, people are going through the war now. And the way and just by like looking at different people that's been through the war, like the homeless people, they're veterans, and just listening to people say, like the benefits they can and cannot get and like how they're treated because they were in the service. Like that book really tells the truth about how people are being treated and done after they have served their country. And so it's just pretty much basically about a girl named Frankie. She decided to go into Vietnam, into the war to be a nurse in the service. Um, Her brother, he was in the service. He got killed. So I think that is what pushed her over to go on there to be a nurse there so that she can help the people that come in all different manners. And she really experienced what happens over there in the war. So she, of course, met people over there, went through. I'm not gonna get a little too deep into it because I don't want to spoil anything. But when she came back to the States, the way she was treated, even by her family, it was just so heartbreaking. It was very heartbreaking. And just, like she had to depend on herself and the people that she met over there. Like it was very heartbreaking. And as I read it, I can see those things are still like actually going on now. But I really didn't pay them any of attention because I'm not like a military based girly. But wow, that is a very big eye opener. And that book is The Women by Kristen Hanna. If y'all have not read that one, even if you're not a historical fiction girly, because I am not, I was not, read that book by Kristen Hanna. It is so good. And as I started posting about like the books, and y'all, I use my hands a lot when I talk. But as I started posting, like I read The Women and everything by Kristen Hanna and different any other historical books that I've read, I have been seeing Kristen Hanna books all over. The Nightingale. One of my coworkers told me about the Nightingale. I do have that on my shelf. I just love the way the book looked, so I just bought it for that. And I never actually read it, but now I am going to actually read that book because her writing is great. The storylines are great. I can't say that historical fiction books have plots because to me they don't. Um, but the storylines are great, the dialogues are great, the descriptions are awesome. Because she is so descriptive of what people are going through, what's happening at that time, how people are feeling. Her writing really basically like puts you in a movie for it to be historical fiction. And I just love that. I have a book. I don't even know the author, but I think the title of it is "Take My Hand" or something like that. It's actually a historical fiction book, and I'm very interested in reading that one as well. The Personal Librarian by Maria Benedict, and somebody else, Victoria something, about that the other day, and I'm very excited to read that book as well. So I feel like my genre is changing, not per se changing, but I'm adding a genre to my genres. So I'm really enjoying that though. Well, Savage, like I said, I was not a fan of historical fiction either, and of course it was because I did not like history in school. But I can personally say or suggest if you're not a historical fiction girly, try to read either The Four Winds or The Women first, and just like Kristen, and it will get you there. I promise you, it will get you there because I'm there. Uh, I did read Haunting Adeline. I tandem read it. I read the book and I listened to the audio. Y'all. And I'm not a dark romance girly, but that book, that book was damn good. I started reading it or listening to it, and when I got finished listening to the prologue, I was like, I gotta turn to the let's get to chapter one. Let's get to it. And um what is his name? But anyway, the one that was, you know, haunting her, I guess, as you would say. I mean, shit, he was kind of like making you interested in like wanting to know like what can he do? How does he look? You know, things of that nature because it was like cat and mouse. It was just so interesting. I loved it. I really did love it. And I do have Haunting Adeline, but I heard that it's not as good as the first book. Uh, I know when I went to get Haunting Adeline from BAM, they said that, you know, they mainly run out of Haunting Adeline than Hunting Adeline. But one of my coworkers, Melissa, she read Haunting Adeline and she said it was actually good. She said it was a slow burn at first. Like she couldn't get into it at first, but when she actually did get into it, she said she didn't want the book to end. And there's not a book to read to my understanding. I would have to look that up. But she said it doesn't leave you on a cliffhanger though. So that's a good thing. You have to check which one the four wind Kristen Hannah or the one I was just talking about. This is what I'm actually start doing. Um, I don't think I'm gonna do a Q&A. I think I'm gonna do a poll on here, y'all. Mm, let's put a poll up here. Let's start a poll. Do y'all see it? Oh, there it is. Do you read art romance? Do you read art romance books? All right, who put no up there? Was that you, Savage? Girl, you do need to check out that Hunting Adeline because I swear you did it quick too. But yeah, you do need to check out Hunting Adeline. I really think you would like that book. Oh, but I don't know. Let me back up with you, girl. Let me give you just a little. There's not a spoiler, but it's just like what how like what do they have at the author's note? Even though I'm not the author of that book. Hey, bookish introvert. Hi. Savage Life. It is not like Credence per se, the storyline of Credence, but it's spicy. I'm gonna tell you that it is spicy. So I don't know if you want to try it out or not. I don't know if this is your era to try it out. Yeah, Butcher and Blackburn. I haven't even read that one yet. I think we talked about these books last, but I haven't even read that one yet. So I don't know. And I think the last time we talked about Leather and Lark, and y'all kind of like, oh, oh, thank you, but girl, it is. I would say a post hurricane afro because it desperately needs washing. So the good thing about like me wearing it like this, I can wash it while I shower. And then the next morning, just, put some little oil, leave-in conditioner, whatever on it. And I always like put back on my bonnet. And then by the time I get completely dressed and stuff, I just pick it to the height that I want and just get out the door. Very easy maintenance. It's not like Credence, and like I said, girl, the storyline is not like Credence. Now in Credence, it seemed like it was incest to me. It's not like that in Hunting Adeline, but it's pretty stinking spicy. Like it's pretty stinking spicy. And the reason why I say it's pretty spicy is like the wording is spicy. Yes, we at my establishment, everything was well. I did have a oak tree limb that fell, and it actually like fell on the hood of the old car that my mom used to have that I gotta like put a motor in and give it to my youngest daughter. But the good thing about that is like the leaf part of the tree fell on the car, not the base of it. So that was a good thing. So I don't think it was pretty much any damage. I had something on my mind that I was gonna say. Book introvert. You, I said earlier. I just wanted you to know like what I got coming up as a book event. October the 2nd and 3rd. I have a book signing, my first book signing that I'm going to, and it's called One Book of Thomas County, and it's remarkably something creatures. I have the book at home. But where's my cell phone? But that is a event that I have coming up that I'm going to. And like I said, it's my first book signing, and I am so excited. I am very excited. Yes, I am so excited. The thing is, too, I need to start reading that book because I have not even read that book yet. I have bought it, but I have not even read that book yet, and it is about to be the end of September, and I can't get it on like Libby or something because like the line is so long. And I looked at Audible, but at that present moment, I did not want to buy the Audible. So I'll probably end up buying the audio to it just so that I can get through it so I can don't feel lost when they're actually talking about the book because I'm going to the lunch and learn and I'm going to the book signing. So I am just so excited. So excited. So I'm kind of liking this poll thing here. I'm gonna end that poll because there's another poll that I want to put up here. Oh, that's spelled wrong. This is kind of cool, y'all. I like this. So we ended the first poll. So now here's another one. And I think I'm gonna start doing these kind of polls or like asking, like getting y'all to ask me questions or something like that because I think it'll make the live even more interesting. So I don't know if I can participate in the polls or not, but and if you do press yes on the poll that we have up there now, right? Tell me in the comments like what book was it that you are book and author that you went to, a book signing. We are 3/4 in the year. It's unreal because it just seemed like we just sprung forward with the time, and now we're gonna fall back with the time. So that is a good thing because in our mind we get an extra hour of sleep, but it seems like we just sprung forward. Okay. I missed it. Camilla, what books is Savage talking about? Oh, Emily Henry. Is that what y'all talking about? Oh, girl. I've read a couple of Tiffany D. Jackson books and I love them. I read Grown and I think it was like The Weight of Blood. I did. And now I'm going to tell you, The Weight of Blood, I enjoyed that book. I tandem read that one as well. And the audio made that book so worthwhile. Like, I loved it. I loved the way they had like the music going at the beginning of the chapters and stuff like that. Like, I really did love it. And Savage, if you get, I don't think you do audiobooks, but the audio for Haunting Adeline makes it all worthwhile as well. But I just love the way the book looked. The Haunting Adeline book, it is so pretty, and then like the beginning of every chapters, they are beautiful as well, and that makes it all worthwhile. Especially, I mean, it makes it a page turner for me. Yeah, I love KU as well. Like I actually do. Did Oh man, I bet you that was awesome. Oh, Freedom of Fanny. I bet you that was awesome. I love Holly Jackson books too. Yeah. Tiffany Jackson, she actually does make some great books. She writes some great books. Yeah, it's just the world is just so big. Listen, before I started back reading, I didn't know anything about Goodreads. I didn't know anything about any of that stuff because I had not read in so long. But as I am reading now, like there's so many books out there. There's so many books out there, and it's just so exciting. So, what do you guys have planned for this weekend? Like, I know there's a lot of stores, just depending on how hard you got hit with the storm. There's a lot of stores that is only taking cash. And see, like, I'm not a cash toting girly, so I did have a few little pieces of cash on me yesterday to get something to eat once I left from work. But I'm not a cash toting girly, so that is very irritating to me because I don't tote cash like that. But what do y'all got? What are you guys' plans? The way the blood was good. I have Monday night coming on my September TBR, but it's not going to get read because the date is the 28th and the month ends in on the 30th. So, but y'all, you guys look out for, of course, my and I'm still very skittish about this. My podcast on Spotify up under Friends Like Us with Yolanda. Look out for that. I do that every second Saturday in the month. And on my Instagram page and TikTok, I'm kind of iffy on TikTok, and not iffy because of TikTok, but I just don't post as much on there. On my Instagram page, which is Yolanda's Books. In the end, I'm going to actually start doing more shorts on YouTube. Of course, I always post on my community tab, but I got to pick up my game. My subscribers are picking up, and so that means my content and my game has to pick up more. So I'm gonna be doing more shorts, more reels, posts, and all that kind of stuff on Instagram and on YouTube. So what did she say? Then I'm standing there reading a book, rubbing my feet together till my socks come off, and watching only murders in the film. That sounds so good. Hey, brother. Matthew Nathan, y'all, that's my brother. Savage, that sounds good as hell. If I wasn't at work, I believe that's what I would do too. Matt, the people that you see on here, Scorpion Rising, her name is Camilla, Savage Life, and Bookish Introvert. Those are like my main girlies that come on here and talk to me on on this live. And I really so much enjoy them. Only murders in the building. What is that on, y'all? Because I've never heard of that. And don't tell me Netflix. Because I don't. I rarely look at Netflix. I like look at Tubi. I look at movies off of YouTube and Prime Video. Girl, I do not look at Hulu. Like I don't even have a Hulu account. Is that the only place that is on? I used to look at Hulu now. I used to love Hulu. Oh, thank y'all so much for sending my brother some love. Matt, they are speaking. Oh, he did speak that. Like on Disney Plus too. What is it about? I mean, does the title tell it all? On murders in the building. I'm guessing that's a series. Hold on, y'all. Miracle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, baby. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, guys. I am. Oh, I don't know. I might get a Hulu account just to look at that, or Disney Plus. I probably would want Disney Plus more than Hulu. Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and okay, sounds very interesting. Sounds very interesting, y'all. I'm looking at these YouTube emojis on here. Oh, they have some new ones. See things that I'm gonna use. I do like this one. All right, guys. So as y'all seen and heard, duty calls. So I gotta go. But thank you guys so much for popping on because I did not put it in my community tab. It was just like a spare of the moment thing, basically for me. Hold on, guys. All right. So I gotta go because I gotta go work. But thank you guys so much for coming on. I might pop on a little later today. I would say probably like 3, 4, something like that, if you guys want me to. But y'all, thank y'all so much. I tell you guys that on the beginning of all of my vlogs. Who playing? In football, man. I love you too. But Thank you guys so much for the support that you all give me. I so much appreciate it. Like I said, when I first started this, I did not think that I would be doing this because, it just, I don't know, I just didn't think it was my thing. But it is. I love it. And I love you guys so much for your support. I think we are 776 subscribers strong. Let me look. But I think we're 767 subscribers strong. Savage, you're right. We are such a big family and we are just growing like a weed. And I just appreciate you guys, because without you guys' support on all the things that I am actually doing as a hobby of mine, it would not be possible. I know I say it a lot on a video, but I want to tell you guys this live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And again, I will try to pop on a little bit later today because I see a lot of people are coming on now, but I actually have to go. So I will pop on a little bit later. So you guys just watch out for that. Bye, guys.